There are people on social media who will get angry over anything. They will always find something to be outraged at and someone to cancel. And in 2021, only certain jokes are allowed, or else you're going to face the wrath of cancel culture vultures. But someone who isn't afraid of those people is Dave Chappelle, and Netflix decided to air his new special, The Closer, and even though it's getting rave reviews online, it's been in the top 3 on Netflix since its release, people are demanding Netflix remove it from their lineup. But before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoyed the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month or supporting via memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So I have a couple of different articles that I want to read talking about critics calling to cancel Dave Chappelle and also Dave Chappelle fighting back. So let's start with this one. It says cancel culture is threatening to shut down Dave Chappelle's The Closer. The always outspoken stand-up comic is pushing the public's buttons again, and a swelling wave of culture critics and activist organizations are calling for his brand new Netflix special to be yanked from the streaming giant's catalog. The special, and the 6th and final in the Emmy winner's big bucks deal with Netflix, premiered Tuesday and immediately stoked the flames of controversy with incendiary jokes about transgender women. He makes jokes about literally everyone in this special. He makes fun of anyone he can. He takes any shots that he can. It's not just about transgender women. And a lot of people are upset over the transgender jokes specifically, but at the same time, a lot of people are upset for a lot of different reasons. It says Chapelle, 48, is also being accused of defending what many perceive to be problematic comments by rapper Baby and Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling. Oh, of course, J.K. Rowling is always brought up in conversations about transgender jokes and people being anti-transgender. Of course, this isn't very surprising to hear. Over the years, J.K. Rowling has made some pretty out there statements in some cases, but at the same time, a lot of people are still buying her books because a lot of people still like the things that she creates. It says, in The Closer, Dave Chappelle declares that he's joining Rowling in Team TERF and conflated rapper DaBaby's homophobic statements at a show over the summer with systemic racism. In our country, you can shoot and kill a person, but you better not hurt a gay person's feelings. Now, this is his brand. He makes the jokes that he does for a specific audience of people, and everyone knows his brand and the type of humor he provides. He has tons of specials, and people were complaining then. If you don't like his specials or his comedy, don't watch them. It's as simple as that. No one is forcing you to sit down and watch all of his specials on Netflix. Clearly canceling him the last few times hasn't worked, so why would it work now? He says mean, dark things about everyone, whether you're white or black or lesbian or straight. He takes these topics and runs with them, and clearly it works for him because he's been in the top of Netflix's trending for days now. It says, I love so many people I've worked with at Netflix. Jacqueline Moore shared on Twitter. Now, if you don't know who she is an executive producer and showrunner of the streaming giants Dear White People. She's basically come forward and said, Netflix, I'm not going to work with you anymore until you cancel him, until you take his specials off of your platform, until you say you're not going to work with him anymore. I'm not going to do any more content for you. And a lot of people are kind of like, okay, see you later, because she probably has a contract. Dave Chappelle was filling his contract with Netflix. If she doesn't want to go and work for Netflix anymore, a lot of people are saying, okay, there's going to be plenty of people in the entertainment industry who will gladly take your place. The thing with Chappelle is that there's just not a lot of comedians like him left. Everyone is too afraid of being canceled and too afraid of getting their careers ripped away from them, and people are afraid of individuals just like Jacqueline Moore who are going to come out and basically say, I'm not going to work with the company until you cancel him. I'm not going to work with you anymore until you fire him. And a lot of people just don't want to make the types of jokes Chappelle does anymore because they're afraid of being ruined, of not making that income anymore. And he just doesn't care. He just does what he wants. He makes the jokes that he wants, and he knows that he's got an audience. It says, meanwhile, the National Black Justice Coalition, a civil rights advocacy group focused on the LGBTQ plus community, goes so far as to prod Netflix to pull the closer from its menu. Ah, yes, you don't like a lot of the statements and a lot of the jokes being made in this special, so of course you go right to cancel culture. You're demanding a company cancel this person, remove the product off of their lineup. Of course, even though there are people out there who do like these jokes. It says, with 2021 on track to be the deadliest year on record for transgender people in the US, the majority of whom are black transgender people, Netflix should know better. Netflix puts anything on their platform. Netflix puts literally any type of content on their platform because they know there are so many people out there who want to watch different things, who don't want to keep just watching the same thing over and over and over. They're just trying to diversify their lineup, and they're trying to give people any type of content they would want to watch. LGBTQ plus advocacy leaders at GLAAD also called out the acclaimed comic's pattern of degrading jokes, declaring Chappelle's brand has become synonymous with ridiculing trans people and other marginalized communities. Again, he makes fun of literally anyone he can, and of course he's confident in his work. He knows he's got an audience, and he doesn't care about what cancel culture vultures say online because he is railing cancel culture amid this controversy. Comedian Dave Chappelle railed against cancel culture, Twitter, and left-leaning news outlets Thursday amid controversy over his latest Netflix special, The Closer, telling a star-studded, sold-out crowd in Los Angeles that if this is what being canceled is about, I love it. If no one liked his type of humor, if everyone thought it was offensive, then his shows wouldn't be sold out, but they are always sold out. His tickets are super expensive because people do like his jokes because, again, there's not a lot of people like him left. If you want to see this type of humor, you're going to Dave Chappelle. It says, I don't know what to tell you except I'm a bad motherfucker, the 48-year-old funny man told the audience of more than 18,000 people at the Hollywood Bowl following the screening of this untitled Dave Chappelle documentary. The outspoken stand-up star then got more pointed and specific. F Twitter, F NBC News, F ABC News, F cancel culture, all these stupid-ass networks. I'm not talking to them, I'm talking to you. This is real life. Chappelle was responding to the torrent of criticism he's received following Tuesday's release of his sixth and final Netflix special, which some have blasted as transphobic. It's so rare to see comedians not only make the jokes that Chappelle did, but also defend the jokes that Chappelle did, because so many people right now would be in hiding, hoping their careers wouldn't be ruined, but Chappelle is just saying it like it is. He's defending his jokes, defending himself, and defending his brand. Jokes like the ones he made in this show definitely aren't for everyone, but at the end of the day, he's a comedian just trying to make people laugh, and sometimes people like dark, offensive, vulgar jokes, and it's always been that way. The jokes he make in this aren't new, and comedians have been making jokes like this for years. He makes those jokes to go against the social justice crowd that want everything to be politically correct. He's making these jokes to say try and cancel me over them. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.